Well, several things are very important for having a long, healthy, and also a happy life. And one is being involved with other people. So those who are actively involved, either volunteering with others or have a lot of contact with a lot of people, different organizations or clubs or religious activities, any of those things help people thrive and stay healthy. Another important aspect of staying healthy and living long is being physically active. And it doesn't have to be going to the gym every day. It just has to be not sitting around, getting up, get off the couch, get out of the chair and do something. People who are involved actively doing things physically every day tend to stay healthy and live longer. And a third factor that we found is very important in our studies on the Longevity Project is being conscientious, prudent, responsible. So people think that hard work is a problem, but we found hard work is actually helpful. People who work hard, get involved, advance in their careers, as long as they do so in a responsible way and they enjoy what they're doing, it makes them healthier and makes them live longer. Being with other people, especially other healthy people, is really important. So if you think about your friends, you might have some who you think are pretty unhealthy, who will not live long, and others you think, gee, these are the healthy friends. Those are the ones you want to associate with more. So that's one thing that most people can do just by thinking about it, deciding who they want to spend more time with, the people who are going to lead them to a healthier pathway. It's the long term that matters and not what you do in one day, but as you associate with other healthy friends and participate in social activities, that will help you thrive and live longer. Well, some people thrive and live longer. The increase in longevity over the last century has really been from birth. So fewer people die at childbirth, in childhood, and in young adulthood. So the question is, why are some people healthy in their 50s and 60s and then go on to live into their 70s and 80s and 90s? And we find it's a whole lot of things across the lifespan. It's not one thing, it's the trajectory that you're on. So if you're in a good marriage, that's healthy. If you have good character, that's healthy. If you're succeeding in your work and progressing, that's healthy. If you get a good education, that's healthy. And one step leads to another, so it's not just one thing. I say throw away your lists. Don't make a list of everything you have to do. Rather, live your life in an enjoyable way that do these things that lead you to thrive over the decades. Well, there's a difference between men and women. Men and women who are in good marriages, they live the longest. But for men who get divorced, it's a very big risk factor for premature mortality. Unless they find another marriage and that's a happy marriage, then that mitigates that risk. But for women, it's different. Women who kind of get rid of their troublesome husbands, they actually thrive and live longer when they get divorced. We also found that with widows. Sometimes of course it's not pleasant for women to lose their husbands, but often if they have a lot of friends and other social activities, they actually do better even after losing their husband. Well, I think the whole social milieu, the whole social environment where people are more concerned with staying healthy, living in a healthy environment, being outdoors more, helping other people, those all feed into each other. So you find that the people who are often on healthy diets are the people who are environmentally concerned, and they're concerned about animals, they're concerned about air pollution and so on. And so I think the new generation with a lot of emphasis on promoting environmental health is also promoting individual health. It's not necessarily true, but it's good if you're associating with those kinds of people and help spread that's going to be helpful for everybody. We're trying to do that in some new studies to see how we can make everybody live a more responsible life, which also turns out to be a healthier life for you as an individual. So good character and social awareness actually is very important, both not only for everybody else, for society, but also for you as an individual in terms of how well you thrive.